Three brave blacksmiths from County Clare. This poem depicts the spirit and the Fenian movement when three brave men named Maloney, Maguire and Heaney from Milltown Malbay in the County Clare refused to be downtrodden and so served jail sentences rather than shoe the horses of the Crown forces. On the death of Robert Burdett Maroney on the 27th of December 1870 of Milltown House, his wife, Lucinda Maroney, was tenant for life of the Milltown estates, including all rents and all profits. During this time, many of the Maroney tenants were evicted, and in later times, Lucinda Maroney rack-rented her tenants of her estate. They originally claimed they agreed to the rack rent to avoid eviction, and they later claimed they were paying far in excess of rents laid down by the government-appointed Griffith Valuation Commission. They demanded to be put on the Griffith evaluation, and they agreed then to pay the rate, but the kindly old lady insisted on getting her pound of flesh, and with the law on her side, continued with her evictions. This did not endear her to the people of Milltown Malbay. And by 1888, the situation between Mrs. Lucinda Maroney and her tenants had escalated to such an extent that a boycott was operated against her by the local businesses and publicans. Neither would serve Lucinda Maroney or her servants. And by the end of the year 1888, most of the business people had been imprisoned for refusing to serve them. Father White, the parish priest, was questioned even by the bishop as to why he did not stop this boycott, and his reply was that the woman was not one of his congregation. The three local blacksmiths, Maloney, Maguire and Heaney, refused to shoe the horses of Lucinda Maroney or that of her servants. And the threat of the police failed, so eventually they were taken to court, where they flatly refused to apologise. They then went to jail for their principles. They got a week for every nail. The local people for miles around came to the aid of the dependents of the imprisoned men, provided them with abundant supplies of necessities. This prompted James Meade of America and from Milltown Malbay, Knocklestrane exactly, to write the following lines. On foreign coasts proud Milltown boasts, three blacksmiths bold and brave. Though old and frail they went to jail, their neighbours' homes to save. No tarnished gold their hands would hold, no tyrant could them pay. Their graves God guards in bleak Ballard, near old Milltown Malbay. And here's this poem now, The Three Brave Blacksmiths by J.D. Sullivan. Three brave blacksmiths down in County Clare wouldn't shoe a grabber's horse and wouldn't shoe the mare. They would not take his money, or for his threats they didn't care. Three brave blacksmiths were marched away to jail. Off they went quite content, their spirits did not fail. They would not make apologies, they would not offer bail, and so they got their punishment, a week for every nail. Three brave blacksmiths, coming home once more, met a crowd of loving friends at the prison door. The people cheered behind them and the music played before, until each brave blacksmith stood again on his cabin door. Three brave blacksmiths heard with grateful pride from their wives and little ones how they were very well supplied, kept in every comfort by the neighbours far and wide, and in the fullness of their hearts with joy they nearly cried. Blacksmiths, whitesmiths, tradesmen everywhere, farmers, labourers, see your model there. Be you all as ready for the cause to do and dare as the three brave blacksmiths down in County Clare.